Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Closing Comments here on May 6th. Let's jump into these charts. We got our June live cattle up to start us off as always. Today we saw price balance out in $1.30 range here at the top end of this recent rally we've seen. We have had about 4 weeks of straight upside since those lows in early April. We are starting to poke up into overextended, overbought territory, so we are on a pullback watch here. Just want to be cautious of a potential pullback. Nothing major, just a pullback in a big picture uptrend. We'd expect to see support come in and dips be buying opportunities. If we take a look here on our lower time frame, we are starting to see a pretty high concentration of volume here at this 213.5 mark, give or take 25-30 cents on either side of it. If we start to see offers come in below this prior day's low at 213, wouldn't be surprised to see price flush down into our prior week's range and test this 208 to 211 area that we see here. We balanced out in last week. This is going to be a good area for potential support with this rising 20-day moving average coming up into there. So dips are expected to be buying opportunities. And this big picture uptrend still is intact. The low time frame trend is still intact. Just want to be cautious if we start to see offers come in below prior day lows going forward from here, as we are extended and pullbacks could be coming here in the near term, but still expecting continuation into new all-time highs over the long haul. So similar story over here in the feeders. August feeders coming in with a new all-time high at $299.90 today. Just couldn't quite touch that $3 mark. If we start to see offers below today's low at $297.62, we also could expect to see a pullback come in the feeders as well. Anywhere in this prior week's range or even down into these major moving averages here at the 20-day and 50-day averages. Still, cattle market looks very strong and healthy. Just want to be cautious of a pullback in the near term, but dips we see will be buying opportunities as this market is still healthy and looking strong. Over here to our corn market now. We're already seeing a decent little rally here in the overnight action. Price ran down into the low end of this anticipated range in a hurry yesterday and balanced out today, showing good support by the buyers in this 450 to 460 area. Today's range coming in shy of 5 cents, so pretty tight range down in here, showing a pretty decent volume given that sell-off into it. Wouldn't be surprised to see this market push higher overnight and into tomorrow morning. The low end of this range should hold and transcend this market back into the mid 470s to test that midline, and potentially beyond that even up into this high fours, maybe even poke that $5 mark as this market is expected to stay range bound here going forward. Next up, we got crude oil. Crude oil had a nice rally today, taking out our prior day high and pulling back into our in between our pivots here. This market did have a nice little sell-off over there last week and into the Sunday night open that gapped and ran lower down to 55. We are seeing a nice pushback down here in that 55 to 56 range, dating back to that big sell-off in early April and then yesterday's low. Showing a good buying activity, but we still do have a lot of selling pressure coming down. Would be expecting the bears to step in and show resistance at the 20-day moving average, the $62 mark, which was a breakout spot last week. Could see price pull back up into there. Be expecting the bears to step in and try and sell this market as we are in a downtrend and keep attacking that 55 level. Jump over to the stock market here. The index is all sold off today, taking out the prior day's low and pushing down here to 5,600 on the S&P. Couldn't quite break down below that bear pivot for the week. We are seeing price push back tonight here as well, balancing out in between our pivots. The market is looking to the Fed meeting tomorrow, FOMC day, and Jerome Powell speaking. Rate decision as well. Pretty sure there's no expectations of any sort of moves on rates, but just want to see what Jerome Powell has to say about the current environment and what's been going on in the world. So market's going to be responsive to that tomorrow. Pullback is definitely possible. We'll see how these moving averages below could potentially support prices in the event of a continued pullback. However, we are seeing lots of good bases being built on the underlying stocks, showing potential rally, and a new uptrend could come here in the second half of Q2 here. Just going to have to wait and see how the market responds to the Fed tomorrow. So that's all we got for tonight. Stay defensive out there tomorrow with the Fed meeting and potential pullbacks underway. So that's all we got. Have a good evening.